So you can do some editing on YouTube directly in your account. So you want to make sure you go to Creator Studio, and then you're going to click on Create so you can see these options here. You're going to be able to see some free music and some sound effects, and of course you can download those, or you can preview them so that you can add them to your video. But we're going to go to the video editor. So once you're in the video editor, you will see the different videos that you have available. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the video that I want to edit. I'm going to drag it here to where it says drag videos to edit. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to edit this video. So then what I do is I look for what it is that I want to edit. And so let's say here I created this for a client, and I don't need to have the client information. I just want what is for everyone. So it's around 140 or so when it starts. So I'm just going to double click, and then I'm going to move this to about 140 or so. So about 140 when that starts, maybe 137. So I'm going to look for when that starts, and then I'm going to let it play so that it's at the exact point where I'm going to want to delete. So let me show you what that looks like. And so right before that, okay? So then I'm going to split the clip. So I'm going to split it so that that section then is only on this last part. And so that means that I can delete this section, and it's only going, now instead of 220, now it's at 136 because I've deleted that other section. And when I go to the end, it's not going to have that client information. And so what I want to do now is, once I have deleted the section that I want, then I will go ahead and create that video. It'll create it as a new video. So you'll still have the old one, and then you will also have the new one. So that is how you edit video. So if you want to edit different parts, of course, you would just clip at those different sections, the beginning and the end of the section that you want to clip out. And then you would delete that little section, and then that would be it. Of course, always test before you delete, make sure that it's exactly what you want. And then when you know that yes, that's a section that you want, and then go ahead and remove the clip. And of course, you can also add music. So when you add music, you can go to the music section here. So let's say I wanted to add a guitar here in the background. I'm going to drag this here. And then I don't want it to, because I'm speaking in the video, I don't want it to be too loud. So I'm going to lower the volume. And then I can see, okay, that's low enough. And then when I go to the video, and when I create my video, I will be able to hear. Okay, so one of the things, it doesn't do it automatically, it doesn't render it automatically. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to wait for it a little bit, so that then when it plays, it'll play with the music in the background. And then of course I wouldn't want my video to be this long, because I only want it to be as long as my video. So I would shrink the size so that it is only as long as my video. Otherwise, it's going to lengthen my video, and there's going to be a black screen with just text. And then, of course, when you are ready, you can go ahead and create your video. You can also pan and zoom into the video. Okay, you can stabilize it if it's some action shot. You can also increase the brightness, and then here, so you can make it brighter or you can make it less bright.
For you to create
so you see how that changes. You can also make it slow motion. See how that changed the color. So I'm not going to change that. You can also make it slow motion where it's going twice as fast or twice as slow. So you want to be careful with that when you have audio, because then that's going to distort your audio. You can also try and just do an auto fix and let the system change it for you. You can also go through and add filters. So if you want it to be a little bit more interesting, you can add a filter there. That's especially if you have photography and stuff like that. And then you can always take that out. You can preview side by side, and this will do, it'll give you two sections so that you can see what the new one looks like compared to your original one. You can also add text, so you would enable the text and then enter.
Okay, so for you to
here, and so then that would be in the section. And of course you can change the you can change how the height of it. You can change the opacity so that it's more see-through. You can change the banner color. So if I wanted it a different color, I could change that here. And let's make it darker so you can see the change. If I want to position it at the bottom, at the top, at the center, so I can change that around. I can change my text so that it's smaller. So if I don't want it so big, I can change the text of my, the color of my text. I can change the font, and then I can align it. So let's say I want it centered. I can do that there. And then of course I showed you the audio and adding the audio section. So I'm going to go ahead and create a video, and I'm just going to call it test so that you can see, and then I'm going to create it.
Okay,
and so then you can, it will process in the background, and then you can come back and watch it with the different elements that you have added to it.